Pleasant day to all of you, especially to Miss Porte. We are the 5th presenters in CBMEC 1 and we're going to discuss with you the strategies for multinational corporations. These are the following contents that we will explain to you. And to start the presentation, let us all listen to the first presenter.
Good morning, ma'am, and good morning, classmates. So, ang aming grupo, ang matatalakay ay about sa multinational corporation. So, yung pinaka mas naunang multinational business organizations ay sa East India Company. At na-establish siya noong 1600s. And pagkatapos ng East India Company, dumating ang Dutch East India Company at naitatag siya noong March 20, 1603. At ito yung pinakamalaki na kumpanya sa buong mundo sa halos ng 200 years. So, ang multinational corporation kasi ay isang business na kumakalat sa buong bansa. Hindi lang sa Pilipinas or hindi lang din sa Luzon o sa isang country, kundi kumakalat siya sa iba't ibang bansa. So, let's go now to the next reporter.
Good day everyone. Before I discuss my report, first I would like to introduce myself. My name is Justin J. Sarmento and the topic that I will report is about MNC, means Multinational Corporation. I will read first. Ayan, MNC stand for Multinational Corporation. It refers to a large corporation that operate and has assets, subsidiaries, and offices in multiple countries. Pag sinabi po nating MNC, is tumutukoy po sa mga malalaking kumpanya o nagkapatakbo sa maraming bansa. Means po nagko-promote, nag-advertise, nagbebenta ng mga produkto sa iba't ibang bansa. Example na naman po si Jollibee. Ayan, si Jollibee po is one of the famous fast food chain here in the Philippines at popular din po sa iba't ibang bansa. Originally, sa Pilipinas po nagsimula si Jollibee. Alam ko naman po nakilala si Jollibee hanggang sa bata hanggang sa hanggang may edad po. And onting background lamang po, ang may-ari po ng Jollibee ay si Tony Tan Cachong. Itinatag po siya noong 1978, means nasa 45 years na po si Jollibee. Ang store po ni Jollibee sa Pilipinas ay nasa 3,281 na po, and then sa abroad naman po is 3,261, and worldwide nasa 6,542 as of March 2023. Ayan. Ilan sa mga kadahilanan kung bakit ito ay tinuturing na MNC si Jollibee ay unang po dahil marami na rin po nag-franchise, patuloy na nag-expand si Jollibee at inaabot yung mga non-Filipino na mga customer. Ayan po. Marami na rin pong Jollibee sa iba't ibang bansa, kagaya na lamang po ng Canada, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, Bahrain, Singapore, Hong Kong, at marami pa pong iba. At kung makikita natin, malaking company na talaga si Jollibee at mas magiging successful pa si Jollibee dahil hanggang ngayon po ay patuloy pa rin po nag-expand sa iba't ibang bansa para mas makilala ng mga taga-ibang bansa. Kaya po si Jollibee ay isa sa mga MNC or multinational corporation.
Ivan Rich Cugado, and now let's proceed to the next part, which is the benefits of multinational corporations or benefits of MNCs. Yung multinational corporations ay marami siyang, there has several benefits both for the countries where they operate and for the companies themselves. Some benefits includes First benefits is the economic growth. MNCs often contribute to economic growth by creating jobs, investing in infrastructure, and increasing tax revenues in the host countries. Sa economic growth ay isa siya sa mga benefits ng MNCs dahil nakakatulong yung MNCs para sa sa parehong bansa kung saan ito nag-ooperate at kung saan yung mga kumpanya nakatayo, yung mga multinational corporations, dahil maari itong makatulong sa ekonomiya sa pamagitan ng kagaya sa sabi dito ay sa increasing tax revenues at sa pamamagitan ng employment. Next is the technology transfer. They can bring advanced technologies and know how to host countries, helping to enhance industries and improve productivity. Sa technology transfer ay isang benefits ng MNCs ang technology transfer dahil sa pamamagitan ng MNC ay nagkakaroon ng mga na de-develop din sa pamamagitan ng technology yung mga pagta-transfer ng mga produkto at na enhance yung local industries na ma-improve yung productivity nila. Next benefit is increased trade. Dito sa increased trade ay ang isang host countries ng multinational corporations ay ang isang bansa na bahagi ng multinational corporations ay maaaring makapag-export or import ng kanilang goods and services na maaari nilang i-promote sa ibang bansa. Kagaya dito sa Pilipinas, meron tayong mga produkto na maaari nating i-export or i-import sa ibang bansa at sila rin meron din sila na mga produkto na i-import dito sa ating bansa para ma-increase yung trading ng bawat bansa sa kanilang mga produkto. Next is access to capital. Dito sa access to capital, mga host countries na multinational corporations ay nagbe-benefit sa foreign direct investment or FDI dahil yung FDI ay nakakatulong siya sa mga business or pinangunahan siya ng foreign investors na makapag-invest yung mga business ng host countries ng multinational corporations para mas lalong mapalago yung kanilang mga business or yung kanilang negosyo at ma-enhance yung productivity at yung maaaring makatulong rin sila ng employment sa mga bahagi ng multinational corporations. Next is skill development. Multinational corporations provide training and skill development opportunities for local workers which can increase the overall skill level of the workforce. Next is market expansion. For MNCs operating in multiple countries allows them to access larger customer markets, diversify risk, and expand the customer base. Dito sa market expansion naman ay from the word itself, market expansion, maaaring mapa-expand ng mga MNCs na nag-ooperate sa mga multiple countries at maaaring yung mga operation nila sa iba't ibang bansa at ay maaaring mapa-enhance or ma-develop na mas mapalawak yung kanilang customer base at mas ma-expand pa nila na dumami yung mga branches nito sa iba't ibang bansa at kahit sa kanilang local countries. And that's all about the benefits of multinational corporations. And now let's proceed to the next reporter.
My name is Roman Cesar, and I'm gonna go to discuss my part, which is limitation of MNCs or the multinational corporations. There have 8 limitations of multinational corporations. First is huge asset and turnover. Ito yung dahil sa operation ng isang global basis, ang isang multinational corporations ay merong huge or physical and financial asset. And nagre-result to ng isang turnover ng sales ng isang multinational corporation. In fact, in terms of asset and turnover rather, many multinational corporations are bigger than national economies of several countries. Now, we're gonna go to the second, which is the international operation. Through a network of branches, multinational corporations have a production and marketing operations in several countries through a network of branches, just like subsidiaries and affiliates in host country rather. The third one is the unity of control. The multinational corporations are character characterized characterized by utility of control or the unit of control rather, and the MNSC or the multinational corporation have a control in the business activities of their branches in foreign country through head office located in the home countries. Management of branches operate within the policy framework of the parent corporation. Next is the mighty economy power. Ang isang multinational corporations ay merong isang powerful economic entities na pwedeng i-keep or i-add sa isang economic power through a constant merge and acquisition of companies ng isang host countries. Next is the advanced and sophisticated technology. Generally, ang isang multinational corporations, meron itong command advance ng sophisticated technology na it employs capital incentives, technology in manufacturing and marketing. Next is the professional management. Ang isang multinational corporation daw employs professionally rather, kung katulad ng kailangan professionally trained or ng isang manager para ma-handle yung huge funds and advanced technology ng isang international business operations. Next is the aggressive advertising and marketing. Sabi, ang multinational corporations nag-spend ng malaking sum ng money sa advertising and marketing para ma-secure nila ang international business. And dito rin nila na ang isang biggest strategies para maging isang success na multinational corporations. Bakit? Dahil sa strategy, pwede silang makabenta ng isang product or ng services na meron sila. And last is the better quality of product. Ang multinational corporation has to compete on the world level, not on the local, but to the world level. It therefore has to pay special attention to the quality of its product or ng kailangan nilang yung product na kailangan nilang ibenta or ng isang services na meron sila.
My name is Anjumel Ariola and my topic is all about business strategy of MNCS. First, ang multi-domestic strategy ay nagbibigay ng malaking emphasis sa local responsiveness na nag-repress kung paano minomodify or ine-enhance ng MNCS ang kanilang mga produkto, serbisyo at mga pag-promote ng kanilang mga plano na akma sa unique na requirements ng regional markets. Minomodify nila ang kanilang business practices para sumakto o umakma sa social culture at sa ekonomiya ng iba't ibang bansa na nag-o-offer ng specialized good and service na hinahayaan na mag-forge ang mga solid business and solid presensya sa market. For example, yung McDonald's, minomodify nila ang kanilang menu para mipakita ang regional specialty ng bawat bansa, kagaya ng teriyaki burger ng Japan at McSpicy Panner ng India. Second, global strategy, kasama dito ang pag-standard ng produkto o serbisyo at operation ng iba't ibang bansa ay iba't ibang market. Pinupursue ng MNCS ang global strategy para sa economies of scale, presyo ng produkto at para mapanatili ang magandang brand image sa buong mundo. Gumagawa sila ng standardize sa produkto o serbisyo na madaling magaya o maulit upang makagawa ng marami at ma-distribute globally. For example, Coca-Cola, pinapanatili nila ang kanilang image at ang lasa ng kanilang produkto. Kahit saang bansa pa ito mapunta upang ma-enjoy ng customer ang parehong produkto kahit saan mang lugar. Third, ang transnational strategy ay kombinasyon ng dalawang elements ang multi-domestic at global strategy, MNCS. Pursuing a transactional strategy na nais maabot ng balance sa pagitan ng local responsiveness and global integration. Ang nais nila ay may leverage and benepisyo sa customization habang nagbe-benefits din sila sa economy scale. At ang pagpasa-pasa ng kaalaman sa iba't ibang market. For example, na ang kumpanya ay gumagamit ng transnational strategy ay Toyota. Meron silang manufacturing plants sa iba't ibang bansa. Ina-adapt nila ang production process at process ng kumpanya sa local condition habang mini-maintain ng global supply chain and sharing ng mga pagbabago ng teknolohiya.
Thank you, Ms. Ariola. I am Ms. Abalahen, and let us now proceed to the techniques used by multinational corporations to manage their markets. Unang technique po is they establish operations in foreign country or foreign market. Isa sa mga multinational corporations sa Pilipinas is Jollibee Food Corporation. If sa Jollibee, they have hint na meron silang potential buyers sa foreign market, to be specific sa USA, ang gagawin po nila is mag-establish sila or mag-create sila ng branch sa USA para mag-operate po doon, wherein masaservisyohan po nila or makapag-offer po sila ng products nila doon sa mga potential buyers nila sa USA. Another technique po na ginagamit ng multinational corporation is management control mechanism. The term mechanism is not related sa technology such as devices or machines. Pagdating po sa multinational corporation, it is the process, it is the system, it is the procedures na ginagamit po nila to manage their market. One of the examples is franchising. So, ano po ba yung advantage nun sa mga customer? For example po, ako taga San Jose del Monte, and the only branch na malapit po sa amin is sa Fairview po. So, kung meron po magpa-franchise ng Jollibee dito sa San Jose del Monte, magiging advantage po yun para sa akin as a customer ng Jollibee na hindi ko na po kailangan mag-travel pa ng malayo at magbayad ng mahal na transpo para lang makabili ng product nila. So, another example po ng mechanism is marketing strategies. These are the ways paano mapopromote yung product nila. Such as advertisements, promotions, or coupons na magbibigay excitement or interest sa mga target markets nila. Another technique na ginagamit po nila to manage their market is hiring local talents. In relation sa sinabi ko po kanina, na establishing operation in foreign market, syempre kung mag-establish sila ng branch sa USA, they have to hire or search for someone who is more capable, who is expert in handling that branch. Dahil doon po kasi magsisimula yung sistema kung paano po sisimulan yung production process, kung paano po nila gagampanan yung bawat job roles nila sa trabaho, and syempre kung paano pa nila saserbisyohan yung mga customer nila sa USA. Lastly, para po sa akin, ito po yung pinaka-importante na technique na dapat ma-acquire or mapossess ng multinational corporation, which is adapting to local markets. Halaga po ito kasi as a multinational corporation who is establishing operation in different foreign country, na meron pong iba't ibang preferences, meron pong iba't ibang languages, meron pong iba't ibang cultures. So, kailangan po nila mag-adapt. For example, si Jollibee, they have to adapt sa kalakaran sa local market ng USA dahil kung hindi, wala pong magiging interest or interested sa product nila or wala pong bibili ng mga product nila dahil hindi po sila preferred or hindi po sila gusto ng mga potential buyers nila doon sa USA. So, to sum it up, there are 4 techniques na ginagamit ng multinational corporation to manage their market. First is establishing operation in foreign market. Second is management control mechanism. Third is hiring local talents. And lastly, is the most important thing is adapting to local markets.
My name is Mary Rose Turaha, and I will discuss the summary of our topic. Multinational corporations have the ability to stimulate economic growth through boosting international trade, generating new employment opportunities, and perhaps even raising revenue tax collection. Additionally, it can bring cutting-edge technology and know-how to the host nation, potentially boosting local industries and laborers' productivity. Nevertheless, multinational corporations must evaluate and consider social responsibility, employee welfare, rivals, and clients in line with business ethics. The companies can operate well if they follow cultural practices in countries where they operate. From the discussion, it appears that combining the business and ethics is somewhat difficult. While international businesses have to respond to social issues, their aim is to make profits. Often the public good is not considered or given less priority. As such, multinational consider profitability before evaluating the governing ethics for multinational companies to grow in terms of sales and profits. It is vital for them to consider business ethics. The company should develop ethics initiatives built on cultural, regulatory, and ethical frameworks of the countries where they operate in. As such, the companies can establish business ethics that are acceptable and contribute to their growth.